In the quiet suburban streets of the 1970s, a chilling mystery unfolded, shattering the peace of a close-knit community. This is the story of Nancy Guthrie, a case that would grip the nation and leave an indelible mark on true crime history. Her disappearance sent shockwaves, transforming a tranquil town into a landscape of fear and unanswered questions. On a seemingly ordinary afternoon, Nancy Guthrie vanished without a trace, leaving behind only speculation and terror. Her last known movements were mundane, a typical day that suddenly veered into the unknown. The location where she was last seen became a focal point, a silent witness to a terrifying event. Police cars soon swarmed the quiet neighborhood, their flashing lights piercing the growing darkness. The family's distress was palpable, a raw grief that echoed through the community. Initial search efforts yielded nothing, only deepening the mystery and the fear. The timeline of her disappearance was meticulously pieced together, yet crucial moments remained shrouded in darkness. With no immediate clues, the case quickly escalated, demanding the full attention of law enforcement. The investigation began in earnest, a race against time to find Nancy and bring her home. Detectives interviewed distraught witnesses, trying to extract any fragment of information that could lead them closer. Crime scene analysts meticulously combed every inch, searching for the smallest piece of evidence. Key investigators, seasoned and determined, took the helm, each bringing their own theories to the table. The challenges faced by law enforcement were immense, a labyrinth of dead ends and false leads. Public concern grew into a palpable fear as the days turned into weeks with no news of Nancy. Then, a chilling development, a ransom demand, plunging the family into a new nightmare. The note's arrival sparked frantic strategizing among the police and the family. Every word of the ransom note was scrutinized, each detail a potential clue or a terrifying threat. The specifics of the demand were clear, but the path to fulfilling it was fraught with danger. The family faced an agonizing decision, torn between hope and the terrifying reality of their situation. Attempts to deliver the money were made, each one a tense high-stakes operation that ultimately failed. The kidnappers remained elusive, their identities hidden, their motives unclear. With the ransom attempts failing, the investigation shifted focus to potential suspects. Theories abounded. Was it a disgruntled employee, a random criminal, or a personal vendetta? Maps of the area were scrutinized, marking locations of interest, potential hideouts, and escape routes. Detectives delved into the backgrounds of every possible suspect, searching for any connection to Nancy. Evidence was scarce, and the lack of concrete leads made every theory a desperate gamble. The case seemed to be at a standstill, a cold trail fading with each passing day. But then, a breakthrough. A crucial piece of evidence emerged, changing everything. Perhaps a witness, previously silent, finally came forward, unable to bear the secret any longer. This new information was the turning point, a beacon of hope in the darkness. It shifted the direction of the case, pointing towards a suspect previously overlooked. The pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place, revealing a clearer, yet still disturbing, picture. With the new lead, the hunt intensified, culminating in a dramatic apprehension. The suspect was finally in custody, bringing a glimmer of justice to the grieving family. And then, the most crucial moment, Nancy's discovery. Was she found alive, or was it too late? The emotional reunion, if it happened, would be a moment of profound relief and joy. The legal proceedings followed, bringing the case into the harsh light of the courtroom. News reports detailed every twist and turn, captivating a public hungry for answers. The capture of the perpetrator brought a form of closure, but the scars of the ordeal remained. Nancy Guthrie's fate, whether tragic or triumphant, became a defining moment for the community. The case left a lasting impact on law enforcement, shaping new protocols for missing persons cases. It also highlighted the critical need for victim support, a voice for those caught in unimaginable circumstances. The public's perception of safety was forever altered, a reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface. The Nancy Guthrie kidnapping mystery remains a compelling, cautionary tale. Its significance endures, a testament to human resilience and the relentless pursuit of truth. And even today, some questions linger, echoing through the decades, keeping the mystery alive. In the quiet annals of history, some mysteries refuse to fade. Tonight, we delve into one such chilling enigma. The year was 1968. A seemingly ordinary evening in a close-knit community was shattered by an unthinkable crime. This is the story of Nancy Guthrie, a name that would soon become synonymous with a baffling kidnapping. Her disappearance sent shockwaves, leaving a community gripped by fear and desperate for answers. What truly happened to Nancy Guthrie? The mystery endures, challenging investigators for decades. Nancy Guthrie was last seen on a warm summer evening, her routine seemingly undisturbed. Her home, a picture of domestic tranquility, would soon become the epicenter of a frantic search. The exact location of her disappearance remains a haunting question, a void in the timeline. The initial hours were critical, filled with growing dread as her absence became undeniable. Police arrived, their flashing lights cutting through the night, signaling the grim reality. The immediate aftermath was chaos, a desperate search, a community in shock, and a family in anguish. The timeline of her disappearance was meticulously pieced together, yet crucial gaps remained. No witnesses, no struggle, no immediate clues. Nancy Guthrie had simply vanished into thin air. As dawn broke, the full weight of the situation settled. A kidnapping investigation was officially launched. Seasoned detectives, their faces etched with determination, began the arduous task of unraveling the truth. They interviewed neighbors, friends, and anyone who might have seen Nancy in her final known hours. Every detail, no matter how small, was scrutinized, hoping to find a thread to pull. Crime scene analysis yielded little, adding to the frustration and the growing sense of a meticulously planned abduction. Initial theories ranged from a random act to something far more sinister and personal. The challenges were immense, a lack of modern forensic tools and a community struggling with disbelief. Public concern mounted with each passing day, turning into a collective plea for Nancy's safe return. Then, a chilling development, a ransom note arrived, plunging the family into a new nightmare. The note, crudely typed, contained specific demands, a terrifying confirmation of Nancy's abduction. Police strategized, weighing every option, knowing Nancy's life hung in the balance. The family faced an agonizing decision: comply with the kidnappers or trust the authorities. Attempts to deliver the ransom were fraught with tension, each one a desperate gamble. The kidnappers proved elusive, always one step ahead, leaving investigators baffled. The ransom demands continued, each call a torment, each failed attempt a crushing blow. Who were these shadowy figures? The investigation turned to potential suspects: a disgruntled former employee, a local drifter, or someone with a personal vendetta. Each theory was explored, every lead followed, no matter how tenuous. The backgrounds of potential suspects were meticulously scrutinized, searching for any connection to Nancy. Evidence, or the lack thereof, became a crucial factor in eliminating or pursuing leads. The case seemed to stall, a cold trail leading nowhere, hope dwindling with each passing day. But then, a breakthrough. A crucial piece of evidence emerged, shifting the entire investigation. Perhaps a forgotten witness, or a hidden clue finally brought to light. This new information was a turning point, breathing new life into the cold case. The direction of the case dramatically shifted, focusing on a new, unexpected lead. The hunt was back on, with renewed vigor and a clear target in sight. The suspect's apprehension was swift and decisive, bringing a tense chapter to a close. But what of Nancy? Was she found alive, or had the worst come to pass? The resolution of Nancy's fate brought a mix of relief and sorrow to the community. The perpetrator faced justice, their actions laid bare in a public courtroom. The legal proceedings were extensive, ensuring every detail was examined. News reports chronicled the trial, captivating a nation that had followed the mystery. The Nancy Guthrie kidnapping left an indelible mark on law enforcement. It spurred changes in investigative techniques and victim support protocols. The case became a cautionary tale, forever altering public perception of safety. Even today, the Nancy Guthrie mystery continues to fascinate true crime enthusiasts. It reminds us that some questions, even after decades, may never find complete answers. The legacy of Nancy Guthrie endures, a somber echo from the past, urging us to remember. In the quiet annals of history, some mysteries refuse to fade. Tonight, we delve into one such chilling enigma, the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping mystery. A case that gripped a nation and left an indelible mark on the community. It was a time when innocence was shattered and fear crept into every home. A story of a young life suddenly vanished. We'll explore the events that unfolded, the desperate search, and the lingering questions that haunt this case. Our story begins with Nancy Guthrie, a vibrant young woman whose life was tragically interrupted. On a seemingly ordinary evening, she was last seen near her family home. A place of comfort turned into a scene of dread. The sun began to set, casting long shadows, but Nancy did not return. Her absence quickly turned to alarm. Panic set in as the hours passed. Calls were made, neighbors questioned, but no one had seen her. The local police were immediately notified, their arrival marking the grim reality of the situation. Family members, distraught and desperate, joined the initial search efforts, combing the nearby areas. Every minute felt like an eternity. The community held its breath, hoping for a sign, any clue. But the night offered no answers, only deepening the mystery surrounding Nancy's sudden disappearance. As dawn broke, the investigation officially began. Detectives arrived, their faces grim, ready to unravel the unknown. The house, once a sanctuary, became a crime scene. Every detail scrutinized, every corner searched for a lead. Witnesses were interviewed, their accounts pieced together like fragments of a shattered mirror. The initial theories emerged, each one a desperate attempt to make sense of the senseless. Lead investigators, seasoned and determined, faced a daunting task with minimal clues. The public's concern grew into a palpable fear. Every parent, every child, felt the shadow of uncertainty. Days turned into weeks, and the hope of a swift resolution began to wane. The case seemed to hit a wall. Then, a chilling development, a ransom demand. The nightmare had escalated into a terrifying new phase. The family received the note, their grief now compounded by terror. The stakes had never been higher. Police strategized, weighing every option. The delicate balance between Nancy's safety and capturing the culprits. The ransom note itself was a puzzle, its words carefully chosen to instill fear and urgency. The demand was clear, the instructions precise. A desperate race against time began. The family faced an agonizing decision, torn between following instructions and trusting the authorities. Attempts to deliver the money were fraught with tension, each one a potential trap or a chance for rescue. But the kidnappers were elusive, always one step ahead. The money was never collected. Nancy remained missing. With the ransom attempt failed, the investigation shifted focus to potential suspects. Was it a disgruntled employee seeking revenge, or a random criminal preying on vulnerability? Perhaps a personal vendetta hidden beneath layers of normalcy. Every theory was explored. Investigators delved into the backgrounds of individuals, searching for motives, connections, or inconsistencies. Maps were spread out, locations of interest highlighted, trying to trace the kidnappers' movements. The evidence was scarce, frustrating the dedicated officers. Each lead seemed to dissolve into thin air. The pressure mounted, not just from the public, but from the haunting image of Nancy, still missing. Just as hope began to dwindle, a breakthrough, a crucial piece of evidence emerged, changing everything. A witness, previously silent, finally came forward, their testimony shedding new light on the dark events. This new information was the turning point, a crack in the seemingly impenetrable wall of silence. The direction of the case shifted dramatically. The pieces of the puzzle finally began to fit together. The identity of the perpetrator, once shrouded in mystery, slowly came into focus. The hunt intensified, leading law enforcement to a specific location, a final confrontation looming. The moment of truth arrived. The suspect was apprehended, bringing an end to the agonizing search. And then, the news everyone had prayed for, Nancy Guthrie was found, alive. The emotional reunion with her family was a moment of profound relief and joy. A light in the darkness, the legal proceedings began, ensuring justice for Nancy and accountability for the perpetrator. News reports spread the story of her rescue, a testament to perseverance and hope. The Nancy Guthrie case left an indelible mark on law enforcement, shaping future investigative techniques. It highlighted the critical need for victim support, ensuring that survivors received the care they deserved. The public's perception of safety was forever altered, a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk. Even decades later, the Nancy Guthrie kidnapping mystery continues to resonate, a cautionary tale. It reminds us of the fragility of life, the strength of community, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Though resolved, some questions linger, whispering through the corridors of time. The true crime story endures,